being in America because Americans tended to look on the bright side of life, and they had upbeat persona generally. It may be because it's an immigrant society and people wanted to make the best of themselves, and that positiveness comes out in the day-to-day interactions between people, cheerfulness. But there is another side, and that is the private side. And sometimes you could see a dissonance between the two that was more than you would see in the more miserable British. And I remember one occasion, at the college I was teaching at, there was a very sort of upbeat professor of philosophy. I knew relatively well. But then one day he just decided to commit suicide and shot himself. It was quite extraordinary, quite shocking. On another occasion, this is more near to home, I was flying back from St. Louis to New York, and the plane got in very late, and there were very few people. There was another young couple on the plane. We went out, there's only one cab waiting out there, and midnight or something, and the cab had two guys in it for some reason in the front. Anyway, they were very cheerful. Said, "Where do you guys want to know?" and this sort of thing. So the young couple said, "We'll go to Upper East Side." I said, "I'm going to the Lower East Side. We'll split the fare." So we got to the Upper East Side. They paid half the fare, and then off we went down to the Lower East Side. Anyway, when we got to the Lower East Side, they said, "You can stop on this corner here." They asked for the whole fare. I said, "No, you've had half the fare." They said, "You want the whole fare?" I said, "Oh, what?" And one of the guys pulled a gun on me, pulled a gun and pointed it out. He said, "We'll shoot you." And just at that moment, I saw a police car. And so it pulled up at the side of the road, just by chance. So I quickly rolled out, ran to the police car, and the police car gave chase. And God, and I walked round the corner to the apartment and went up there. Anyway, I thought, that's shaking. Anyway, about 10 minutes later, God, I saw this cab with the two guys circulating behind, looking up and saying, with one of the gun out the window, saying, "We're going to shoot you, man. We'll get you." Anyway, they eventually went away, but it's terrifying, it was. It reminds me of the, anyway, Andy Warhol and particularly the Lou Reed thing about personas, how you can change your persona. And it's this one. Holly came in from Miami, FLA, hitchhiked away across the USA, plucked her eyebrows on the way, shaved her legs, and she was a she. Said, "Hey babe, take a walk on the wild side." I said, "Hey honey, take a walk on the wild side." Candy came in out on the island. In the back room she was everybody's darling, but she never lost her head. Even when she was giving head, she said, "Hey babe, take a walk on the wild side." She said, "Hey babe, take a walk on the wild side." And the colour girls go do 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 do. Gave it away. Everybody had to pay and pay. A hustle here, a hustle there. New York City is a place where they said, "Hey babe, take a walk on the wild side." I said, "Hey Joe, take a walk on the wild side." And the other bird said, "Who, do, 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 do." Dissonance, because although I was so-called riding high on the charts, I had, you know, a gallery. I was negotiating with the Whitney Museum of Art to show my work. I even had a documentary about my work that would be made by Channel 4 and showing on PBS and money. But my wife at the time didn't like it, and she left with our daughter of 9, went back to England, didn't like the gilded cage, understandable, and I was on my own in New York, but I had to keep up this front because I was in America.